All right. What was the last question I gave in the class? Somebody please respond. Can all of you hear me?
Yes.
I told you about new definition of parabola, right? So in that,
Find vertex equation of axis, length of radius rectum, focus directions of parabola.
I gave parabola equation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the parabola equation? X square plus 2xy plus y square
Minus 16x plus 16y plus 64.
minus 16x minus 16y
Plus 16y.
minus 16x plus 16y plus 64. Huh?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We completed this question or we are halfway through?
Finished, sir.
All the details. What you finished or I only discussed two things, I think. What is the focus and
Then you discussed until only length of radius rectum. Complete vertex and length of radius.
got it. So we wrote x plus y by root 2 whole square equal to 16 common, and it becomes 8 root 2 into x minus y minus 4 by root 2. Okay, x plus y equal to 0 is axis like this. This is some line like this. Yes, please.
Sir, are you recording today's class?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
You went back to your place, Bhubaneswar, or what?
No, sir, in journey, in train.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so parabola is somewhat like this. Maybe upward or downward doesn't matter. This is axis, which is I said this is axis, right? No, this is x plus y equal to 0. This is x minus 5 minus 4 equal to 0. Focus is somewhere here. It is somewhere here. Okay. So it is obviously clear that axis is x plus y equal to 0, and the tangent at vertex is x minus y minus 4 equal to 0. By solving them, we get vertex, that is 2 comma minus 2. So this point is 2 comma minus 2 vertex. And like this or like this, if I want to understand, I can take some point here. If this is x coordinate is 2, here x coordinate, let us take 1 comma minus 1 on the axis. Put it in this, it should be positive, but it is negative. So I think it is a downward parabola, because if you take any point on the parabola, this is positive, means anything on this side also is positive. If I take, for example, 3 comma minus 3, okay, so the parabola is actually like this. Okay, I asked the focus and directrix. Am I correct? This is what I asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Vertex, equation of axis, length of lattice rectum, focus and directrix.
okay. So I want to find these 2 points, one on this side, one on this side. I want to use parametric forms. I know 4a is 8 root 2, means a will be 2 root 2. So this is 2 root 2, this is 2 root 2. I want to use parametric forms. For this line, if it is inclination with x-axis theta, cos theta, that means tan theta equal to minus 1. Tan theta equal to -1 means I can take cos theta equal to 1 by root 2, sin theta equal to -1 by root 2. I can take the other way also, not an issue. So if I use x1 plus r cos theta plus or minus and y1 plus or minus r sin theta, x1 is 2 plus or minus 2 root 2 into cos theta is 1 by root 2. This is -2 plus or minus r is again 2 root 2 into -1 by root 2. So 2 plus r -2 -2 minus r plus 2. If I take plus, I have to take minus here because of this. If I either it will be 4 comma -4 or 0 comma 0. Okay. So I think focus is 4 comma -4 from the figure, because this expression has to be positive because LHS is positive. So you take any point on the parabola, this is positive, means if I take any point even this side of the same line, it should be positive only. So when I put 4 comma -4, I'll get positive, where if I put 0 comma 0, I'll get negative. So this is 0 comma 0. Both are same distance, A forward and A backward. Now directrix will be passed through this and parallel to this. So this is x minus y minus 4 equal to 0, parallel to that and passing through origin. It will be x minus y equal to 0. That is the directrix. So this is focus. From this and using that slope, directrix is x minus y equal to 0. Is it okay, everybody? If anybody any doubt, please feel free to ask. I'm sure some people completed. Sriharsha, you got same answers?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to give one more question related to like this. I can make up a question. Okay. X square plus 2xy plus y square. Next question similar to this. X square plus 2xy plus y square minus 22x plus 26y plus 25. Okay. Rest of the what I want is same, whatever I asked in the previous question. Okay. X square plus y square plus 2xy plus y square minus 22x plus 26y plus 25. But if people video is off, please turn on your videos. Shravya, Jnanadeep, Sachapavan, many times I am seeing your video is off. Sachapavan, please respond. Roll number 56. Satyapavan, please respond. Nitin, Shravya, turn on your videos. Okay, previous question, is it okay? Shall I erase?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, axis and tangent vertex, they should be perpendicular lines or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, of course, I would have given, it is not necessary that, it is always perfect square. These three terms, no doubt it is perfect square. Doesn't mean every time x plus y whole square. I would have given some other question, it's okay. X plus y whole square sent to that side, you can write 22x minus 26y plus minus 25. Don't think, this is axis, this is tangent vertex. It is not. Am I correct or not? Are they perpendicular lines? X plus y equal to 0 and 22x minus 26y minus 25 equal to 0. Are they perpendicular lines?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. So this is like previous question, but directly don't say this is axis, this is tangent vertex because they're not perpendicular. Then what to do? Yeah, I said first three terms are perfect square. Doesn't mean every time axis will not have a constant, na? Axis also can have constant, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if this is not directly perpendicular to this, the next possibility is there may be a constant. I don't even know what is that. So I will add k here. 22x minus 26y minus 25. Because I added k here, can anybody tell me what should I add on the right side?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Only that?
Plus 2 into x plus 2k into x plus y.
Yes. Because this way expand only 3 terms, but when you expand this 6 terms. So from here to here by adding k, I added 3 terms. What they are? 2kx, 2ky and k square. 2 into this is extra compared to this. 2 into this extra compared to this and this. Okay, so basically I added this on both sides. Left side became this perfect square. I can choose any k, but I want that k where this line and this line will be perpendicular lines. So this is 22 plus 2k plus 2k minus 26 plus k square minus 25. This slope and this slope, product of the slopes is minus 1. Okay. Product of slopes should be minus 1. Like this, I should choose k. What is the slope of this? Minus 1. In some other question, I can get 3x plus 4y also depending on that. And what is the slope of this? Minus of 22 plus 2k by 2k minus 26, which is equal to minus 1. Okay. Minus will go. 22 plus 2k is equal to minus 2k plus 26. That is 4k is equal to 4. From that, you will get k is equal to 1. Okay. So we cannot guess k. We have to know what is the requirement for k. Put that k back. It becomes x plus y plus 1 whole square equal to 24x minus 24y minus 24. Okay, now we can adjust as standard one, x plus y plus 1 by root 2. Here I have to take 24 common, divide with 1 root 2. 12 root 2 into x minus y minus 1 by root 2. Now it is nicely in the form of two perpendicular lines and distance to axis whole square equal to length of lattice rectum into tangent to vertex. So now try to find further details. Anybody got vertex?
So 0 comma minus 1.
0 comma minus 1. Okay. I want to draw a rough figure of this, but I don't say exact figure, but I want orientation and all quadrants as far as possible, preferably. Anybody want to tell me whether parabola is above this line or below this line? Out of these two, which one?
Above the lines.
Above. Huh? Why you are saying above?
Sir, because axis is x plus y plus 1 equal to 0, it is intercepts of minus 1 and minus 1.
No, I'm not talking about axis is fine. See, this is axis, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is a tangent vertex.
Okay.
I'm talking about parabola like this, like this. Both have same axis, same tangent vertex. Which one out of the two?
Sir, it is downwards, sir.
Why? You want to tell any reason?
Because for higher values, x minus y should be positive, no, sir.
Why x minus y should be positive?
It is square, no, sir. X plus y by 1 whole square is in
Yeah,
this
so
equation.
So x minus y minus 1 should be positive, not x minus y.
But for higher values, we can neglect 1, no, sir. X minus 1 should be positive.
Ah, okay. You want to take very large values. Okay, fine, no problem. But anyway, you can just say x minus y minus 1 should be positive for any point on the parabola. So any point on the same side of the tangent at vertex also should be. So that's why it is downward, because if I substitute this point, I'm getting negative. When I take down here, I'm getting positive. Okay. Even you can take minus 1 comma 0, it is giving negative. So this side is not okay. So this side. Okay, main point is if you take any point on the parabola, substitute in tangent at what is that? What is this? Tangent at vertex, it is positive. So if you take any other point on the same side, it should be positive. So whether this side or this side, it can easily decide. Okay, now we already got 3 things here, 4 things. Axis is x plus y plus 1 equal to 0. Tangent at vertex is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. Solve these two, we'll get vertex is equal to 0 comma minus 1. And the length of lattice vector. is 12 root. Anybody want to tell me focus? I want focus and directrix.
Three comma minus 4.
Yes, correct. Correct. Focus will be somewhere here. This is 3 root 2 distance because a value. I can directly say based on 45, this is 3 units, this is 3 units. Come 3 units down and 3 units forward. It will be 3 comma minus 4. If we go 3 units left and 3 units up, it will be minus 3 comma 2. But the directrix will be like this. This is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. This x minus y minus plus 5 equal to 0. I have done directly 3 plus 3 like that, but if you want to do by formula, x1 plus r minus r cos theta, y1 plus r minus r sin theta. What is this axis? That makes angle theta. Again, same. Tan theta equal to minus 1. Cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. And sin theta equal to minus 1 by root 2. x1 plus r minus r cos theta and y1 plus r minus r sin theta. 0 plus r minus r is 3 root 2. Cos theta is 1 by root 2. Minus 1 plus r minus 3 root 2 into minus 1 by root 2. Root to root to cancel, plus r minus 3 minus 1 minus r plus 3. When I take plus here minus here, I will get 3 comma minus 4. Minus here plus here minus 3 comma 2. And you know point and parallel to this directrix. So this is focus. Based on this, directrix is x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. Okay, everybody clear about focus and directrix? Right, today everybody is not so responsive. What happened? Yesterday exam is tough or what? Maths exam okay yesterday?
So maths is okay.
Okay. Okay, so I discussed theory of parabola fully, all the details, and wherever required, I done some questions. Of course, on each small formula also, if you do more questions, you'll get better clarity. For example, point of intersection of tangents at T1 and T2. It is a T1, T2, comma a into T1 plus T2. Unless we use in many questions, you will not remember it. Okay, it is very important to do a lot of questions. Anyway, I told special properties, but I have not told any questions based on them. Okay, we'll try to do 1 or 2 questions based on that. Another question you can write. Find directrix and equation of parabola directrix and equation of parabola touching both x and y axis. Touching both x and y axis. And having focus as 8, 6. Actually, I want other details also. I want vertex. I want equation of axis, equation of tangent at vertex, and length of lattice rectum. Everything I want, not just equation of parabola and directrix. This is a rotated one. Try to draw a rough figure.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, once you tell how you got tan theta, cos theta, sin theta values, sir.
Oh, what is this line equation axis? X minus 5 plus 5 equal to 0, right? So, now what is the slope? Tan theta plus 1, no? Wait, should I done something wrong? What did I write? This is no, that is this. What is this line equation? I erased it. X minus y minus 1 equal no, x plus y plus 1 equal to x plus y plus 1 equal to 0. What is the slope of that line? Minus 1, no? Because slope is minus 1. If inclination is theta, tan theta is minus. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sarath Kumar, is it clear? The previous question?
Yes, sir.
All right. B. Tarun, roll number 76. Understood this? Tarun, are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Understood the previous solution?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, once how you got directrix, sir?
Oh, directrix. When I found the focus traveling a distance A, similarly I traveled A backwards and found this point and I used this. Okay, one of them is this point, one of them is this point. Okay, through that point parallel to tangent at vertex is directly because this distance is dA.
Sir, understood.
Next Sunday you will have mains exam and my side only parabola. Circles will not be there, only parabola and fully. Okay, so we have some kind of parabola like this, maybe. Okay, and rotated. Maybe its axis is like this, directrix is like this, and tangent at vertex maybe. Okay. But this is not that point of tangent at vertex and parallel to this, but where it touches is not this. This is not the axis. There's only one point on the directrix. So axis is here. Okay. Why I drawn directrix through origin? Anybody want to tell?
Because tangents are at right angle at the origin.
Yes. If two tangents are perpendicular, their point of intersection should lie on directrix. Okay. But it is not the midpoint of the directrix. Okay. Let us say this axis, this there. It is not this point necessarily. Okay. If it is this point, really this length and this length would have been equal, right? But the one is 8 and one is 6. This is touching at 8 comma, sorry, not this. Then focus would have been on y equal to x. This is not that. Okay. So origin is somewhere here and it is that point. That's why this is the axis, this is a tangent vertex, and this is not the point, that middle point, little down somewhere. Okay. So somewhere here focus is there 8 comma 6. Anybody want to give an idea how to find tangent at vertex, this line equation, or how to find directrix equation, or how to find this point of contact and this point of contact?
Sir,
Yes, please.
we will find the midpoint of 0, 0 and 8, 6. Sir. And
You want to find? Okay. Like this. Okay. It's okay. I would have told one question, then I would ask about next question.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, is the line and passing through origin is directrix?
Yes, but this, yeah, it has to. I already said the two tangents drawn from origin are x-axis, y-axis. They're perpendicular. From an external points, if you draw two tangents, if they're perpendicular, that point has to be one of the points in the direction.
Yes, sir. Sir, then midpoint of 8 comma 6 and origin should be on the parabola, no, sir?
No, no, no. I'll tell you why. What if the parabola is like this and you're not taking this point? You're taking point here and draw two tangents. Focus here. Do you think midpoint of these two will be this? It will be somewhere here, right? It is point on the directrix, but not that middle point, little halfway through. Is it clear?
Yes.
The parabola is not exactly symmetrical, because if it is exactly symmetrical, this point would have been x coordinate and y coordinate would have been equal for the focus.
Sir, sir, let the points of intersection, sir, 0 comma x comma 0 and 0 comma y, sir.
Okay.
Then x square equals to x minus 8 whole square plus 6 square.
Why?
Distance between the directrix to.
But we don't know directrix equation. Huh?
Sir, we
Yes,
will
please.
reflect the point 8, 6 over any of the axis. We will get another point, it should be on directrix.
Excellent. Very good. One of the property I told that if you take a parabola, you take any point and draw tangents. Of course, I generally don't draw that properly. Okay. Image of focus with respect to any tangent will lie on directrix. You remember that? Okay. So I'll tell you where to put 8, 6. This is a tangent at vertex, right? So you take this, and this is also tangent vertex like this. This is 8, 6, the focus. Okay. Two things. Foot of focus on any tangent lies on tangent at vertex. Image of focus with respect to any tangent lies on directrix. So this tangent at vertex where it meets y-axis is 0, 6, because this foot, this will be minus 8, 6. Similarly, this point is 8, 0. This point is 8, minus 6. So total, 3 points on the directrix. Origin, because tangents are perpendicular. Image of focus with respect to any tangent should lie on directrix. Image of with respect to y-axis this, image with respect to x-axis this. 3 points on directrix, you can find the directrix. If you want to find tangent at vertex, you can say it is parallel to this and you can do something about it. Or foot of focus on any tangent lies on tangent at vertex. We know this point and this point will lie on tangent at vertex. Okay. Are you able to relate to everybody to this one? Okay. So don't draw focus wherever you want. Draw tangent at vertex. Take this intercept. There you draw vertical line, horizontal line. You get the focus. Dinesh Shendu, is this point clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So foot of focus on any tangent lies on tangent at vertex. Image of focus with respect to any tangent lies on directrix. So I'm trying to use these two. So based on that, I found this. Okay. So tangent at vertex is x by 8 plus y by 6 equal to 0. Okay. Next, directrix. You can, out of the 3 points, anything you can use. Or you can even say parallel to tangent at vertex and passing through origin. This is equal to 1. I think directly we can say x by 8 plus y by 6 equal to 0 also I can say. Okay. I can use this point, or I can say it is parallel to tangent at vertex but passing the origin, that's the constant is 0. Okay. Now what else I want? Tangent at vertex, we got equation of parabola I can find. Length of lattice rectum. Anybody want to tell me how to find length of lattice rectum?
Sir, find the distance between directrix to the point.
Yeah. From this point to directrix, you find the distance and then double of that will be the answer. Or you can find distance to tangent at vertex 4 times the answer. Or you can find distance between these two parallel lines, tangent at vertex and directrix. That is also A. And then 4 times that. Okay. Either way you can do it. So length of lattice rectum. Uh, 4 times. Let's say from here to here, I want to find perpendicular distance, or from between these two also. Okay. 1 by root over 1 by 8 whole square plus 1 by 6 whole square. That is 6 into 8 by 10. So 1, 2 I can cancel. 48, 96 by 5. Is it correct? Length of lattice rectum is 96 by 5. Axis I did not. Okay, axis also you can find what is the lattice. Finish the axis. Axis should be perpendicular to tangent vertex and it should pass through focus, perpendicular to directrix. So it will be x by 6 minus 5 by 8, or let me write this tangent vertex or directrix as 6x plus 8y equal to 0, or I can write 3x plus 4y equal to 0 also. 3x plus 4y equal to 0. So perpendicular to this will be 4x minus 3y. We should pass through 8 comma 6. Put 8 here, 6 here. 4 into 8 minus 3 into 6. 32 minus 18, 40. Okay, now equation of parabola. Two methods. You know, focus and directrix use the original definition, SP equal to PM. If I use that, I'll get x minus 8 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square equal to directrix is this 3x plus 4y by root of 3 square plus 4 square whole square. Of course, I have to expand this. Another method is, I know axis, I know tangent at vertex. I can use the new definition of parabola. Distance to axis. Where is the axis? Here. 4x minus 3y minus 14 by 5 whole square equal to length of lattice rectum is 96 by 5 into distance to tangent at vertex. Tangent at vertex is this, which is 3x plus 4y minus 24 by 5. I have to take plus or minus, I have to decide whether the positive or minus. When I put 8 comma 6, the positive, so I think it is a positive. So you can do by the original definition or the new definition. The equation of parabola. Is everybody clear about this? Now I want to find these 2 points of contact where the parabola is touching. Anybody want to give any idea? Let us see. Any idea anybody want to give how to find those points of contact where parabola is touching x-axis and y-axis?
Sir, we will take general.
Sir, we know the equation of the parabola, no, sir.
Yes, we know equation of parabola.
Sir, we can substitute x comma 0 and 0 comma y.
Okay, that's good. You take the equation of parabola, substitute y equal to 0. After that, it should come a perfect square in terms of x, a quadratic equation with equal roots. That root will give you x coordinate of where it is touching x axis. Similarly, substitute x as 0. You should get a parabola with quadratic equation with roots equal in terms of y, and that equal root will give you that. That's nice. Yes, any other method?
Sir,
Nitin, you are saying
general equation of the tangent and substitute that 0 comma 0, you'll get a quadratic equation and you'll get 2t.
what you want to take general equation. For this, we don't have general equation for rotated one. We cannot take y equal to mx plus or minus plus a by m and all, because that is only for y equal to 4x, not even translated, rotated. That's the problem. Any other idea anybody want to give? It's nice. After getting the equation, we can put y equal to 0 or x equal to 0. Let's say I would ask in the beginning of the question, without all these details, a parabola is there with focus 8, 6 touching x and y axis. Where it is touching? I don't think I have to do all this to find them. Even though it is nice, this point. I'm erasing this. I hope everybody completed, right?
Sir,
Okay, please.
sir, can we take the property that x-axis and y-axis are tangents to the parabola?
Yes, x and y is a tangential parabola. That's what I said. Touching means they are tangent. Yes. Okay, parabola. Parabola is like this. Vertex is somewhere here. This is the axis. This is, sorry, focus is some 8, 6. I'm asking what is this? What is this? Okay.
Sir, do we
See.
know the equation of focal chord?
Okay, that's what. If you know, you can tell now what is there. I can ask that also. What is the equation of this particular focal chord? There are so many focal chords. You want this particular focal chord. Yeah, somebody can do that. You take origin, you know, do S1 equal to 0 for the parabola, you'll get this line equation, find x-intercept, y-intercept, right?
Yeah.
Correct or not? Yeah. But for that, you have to know parabola equation. But without finding all that, I'll just tell focus is 8, 6, parabola is touching x and y axis. What is this point? What is this point? Still, we can do it. Why? If I take a point on the directrix, you know, the two tangents are perpendicular. You know, it will pass through focus, right? This chord of contact.
Yes, sir.
Not just that, I also said this angle is 90, this angle is 90. I said foot of any point on the directrix on its own chord of contact is focus itself. You remember that? This, if you draw proper figure here, we proved how this is 90, these are mirror image of each other, this is 90. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like that, here you join to origin because this is a point on the directrix. And this angle is 90 if you take, that is only that chord. See, this is your origin. If you rotate this figure, this is 8, 6. This angle is 90, this angle is 90. Can't you find this line equation? Yes? Okay. You can even do from the figure, take this as theta, you know what is this length 10, and you know inclination, based on that you can find this. If not, what is this point 8, 6, this is 0, 0. This line slope is 6 by 8, 3 by 4. So this line slope is minus 4 by 3. And the equation of this line will be y minus 6 is equal to minus 1 by 3 by 4 into x minus 8. That is 4 by 3. So 4x plus 3y is equal to, when I put 8, 6, 32 plus 18, 50. Okay. Now the x-intercept of that, it should be 25 by 2, 0. Y-intercept of that 0, 25 by 3.
Sir, 50 by 3.
50 by 50. Thank you. Okay, so we don't need to find the parabola equation. Parabola is given, we can do that way. If it is not given and we are in the beginning stages, it can be done like this based on this property. Is it all right, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I want to discuss. Of course, we don't have much time, but I don't think you'll have a lot of doubts. We'll see in exam if any doubts. Okay. Very first question you can see on the screen. Anybody any doubt?
No, sir.
Basically, it should be on the director circle, right? From an external point, if you draw two tangents, if they're perpendicular, locus of that point is called director circle, and its equation is x square plus y square equal to 2a square. Or you can use tan theta by equal to r by root s. Anybody doubt about second question?
Yes, sir.
The second question, these are four circles. One like this, one like this, one like this, and one like this. Okay. These are all centers are forming square. This is A. So now they want the radius of the circle touching all these four circles. There is one small circle here. There is also one big circle here. Okay. We can use C1, C2 equal to R1 plus R2. That way we can find. Or anybody want to tell me what is this length from here to here?
A root 2, sir.
No, 2a root 2. This is 2a, this is 2a. So this is 2a root 2. 2a root 2 plus a plus a. That is the diameter of the total big circle. By 2 you do it, you'll get radius of that, which is a root 2 plus a, which is a into root 2 plus 2. If you want this small radius, from 2a root 2, subtract a instead of adding. So 2a root 2 minus a minus a. This is capital R. This is smaller, this one, by 2, which is a into root 2 minus 2. I can also use C1, C2 equal to R1 plus R2 or R1 minus R2 also. I'll get. Is it okay? Second one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, third one, somebody can go wrong. It's not that if a point is given S1 equal to 0 will give you chord of contact. It will give only when the point is outside. Here
Yes,
1
sir.
comma 1 is inside the circle. Alright. Otherwise option B and option C looks like same. But there's a slight difference. Okay, any doubt about fourth question?
No, sir. God.
Okay.
Yeah, fifth one, sir.
What is that? The tangents drawn to forming one of these tangents is parallel to y-axis and to the left of it. Okay. We had done similar question that last with one of the tangent is parallel to x-axis. So y-axis and to the left of it is this. So if you want an equilateral triangle like this is possible. Even 1 minute, like this is also possible. Okay. See, this is one such equilateral triangle. This one, this one, this one, and this big one. Total 4 such triangles are there. Okay. But either take this tangent or this tangent or this tangent or this tangent. What are their inclinations? I think they're 30 degrees. Because this total is 60, this is 30, this is 30, or minus 30. So if you want these tangents, the slope should be tan 30 or minus tan 30, plus 1 by root 3 or minus 1 by root 3. So take general tangent with the inclination 30 or minus 30, you'll get all the 4 answers will come. In the 2 of them may be there, 2 of them may not be there.
Yes, sir.
Right? All 4 options are right, right?
Yes, sir. All four options are right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because if option D is correct, option B is also correct because it's a parallel one. All 4 are correct. Okay. So fifth one I will be giving all 4. Okay. C I'll change it. Is it all right? Okay. Any doubt about sixth one? No. Did Chandrareddy sir discuss about integration part of the question? No.
Sir, why fifth one is for all 4 options, sir?
I said 4 tangent. No. I said triangle is not just this triangle. Okay. What about this equilateral triangle? What about this equilateral triangle? What about this? So this is also correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. So these 2 are having slope 1 by root 3. These 2 are having slope minus 1 by root 3. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If standards are discussed, seventh question, it's okay. Anyway, anybody have doubt about seventh question?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Integration part is easier to identify whether it's positive or negative, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, eighth one. Anybody any doubt?
Sir, option B key change.
Option D.
Option B, key change, sir.
Option B, key change. Why? What happened?
Yes, sir. In answer, it should be minus secant x minus tan x power 4, sir.
Oh, no. Actually, I wanted to give power as -4. I forgot to give that. I did not see it. Yeah. I wanted not fractions to be avoided. So, power should be -4. So that B is not there. So I'll change key for this ACD. So fifth one all 4 and eighth one ACD. Okay.
Sir, ninth one.
A point outside is given. You are drawing two tangents and you want area of triangle ABC. All right. Okay, you have a circle. You have a point outside the circle. You are drawing two tangents. These are the two radius, and they wanted this area. Okay. Earlier we was asked about this area of the triangle. Okay. I have to stop share this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we even have a formula for this area. Sum of S11 power 3 by 2 by something was there. And the total quadrilateral we know R into root S1. If you want, you can find that, remove this, you'll get this. Instead of all that, you find this line equation. You can find the line, right? S1 equal to 0, product point. And what is that? You know this radius, find this perpendicular distance from center to that. Root over this square minus this square will give you this length. You know all the lengths we can do. You don't worry about equations here. Try to find all the lengths. Half into base into height, you can do it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyway, previously when I was telling I did not record this, it's not a problem. For this, this is one equilateral triangle, this is one equilateral triangle, this is one equilateral triangle, this whole thing is one equilateral triangle. One is this big one not required, but these two tangents are okay, these two tangents are okay. One inclination is 30, one inclination minus 30. Here I explained from the figure how, if this is 2a, this is 2a, from here to here, 2a root 2. Subtract a, and half of that will give you small radius. This is 2a root 2, add a, you will get the bigger radius.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, in that triangle question, they said that one of the tangents is parallel to y-axis and left of y-axis.
Yeah. So I am not considering this tangent. Okay, but look at this parabola, this equilateral triangle. Is it an equilateral triangle? Okay,
Yes,
so then I covered these two lines, right? If I take this big equilateral triangle, then I covered these two tangents. In that way, I covered. What to speak of this? This is also okay. What to speak of this? This also, right?
Yes.
See, that left of it actually is not required. It's given, but it's not required. Okay, I think passage 1 done.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, in the 10th one, is there any other way to do, sir?
If P is a variable point, the maximum, no, it is, that means, first of all, you know, it is a circle with T and C as ends of diameter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is T, this is C, P is anywhere on this circle, na? You know, area will be maximum when it is at the highest point. This is 2R and this is R, half into 2R into R square.
Yes, sir.
In a circle, if diameter is the one side, other point, you know where it should be for maximum.
Sir, what if you didn't know it was at the center, at the top?
The top point you are saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what you would understand. Basically, even these are not ends of diameter, also the same story. I'll give you two other points A and B fixed. C is here. Okay. Then where will you take C for area to be maximum?
Center at the top.
Yes. So basically on the perpendicular bisector of AB on the top where it is intersecting the circle. What to speak of when it is diameter, right?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Passage 2, the information is already known. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Everybody could do 11 and 12?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are like, you know, in the beginning stages of integration, only IP level questions, you know, you have x minus a and x minus b, that type of questions were there, right, in IP2 questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
He is right. Yes, please.
11th one, sir.
11th one.
Yes, sir.
11th one, I will just tell on the screen. I'll annotate it. Just 5 minutes will stop. Okay, this one, you write it as difference of these two things. As x minus 2 minus x minus 2. Okay. Now, sin A minus B formula, use it. You'll get sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Now, when you split it, one time sin x minus 2 will cancel, you'll get cot x minus 3. Another time sin x minus 3 will cancel, you'll get cot x minus 2. And for cot x, integral is log mod sin x. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
You have to write 1 as x minus 2 minus x minus 3 and use sin A minus B or cos A minus B formula, expand it, split it, and you will get cot minus cot or tan minus tan, something like that. Okay, integer 13 or 14, anybody need doubt?
14, sir.
14, okay. Okay, we discussed this question in the class, similar question in our material. We have a circle, this one x square plus y square 13, 0, 0, 2, 0 is here. Let me draw this vertical line and take these two as ends of diameter. That is the circle which is passing through this. This is 0, 0. This is 2, 0. This is 90. This is our required circle. Straight above this, 2, 3, because circle is x square plus y square equal to 13. Put x equal to 2, y will come this. Now this is 0, 0. This is 2, 3. What is the diameter? Root 13. Okay. Or if I take this is 0, 0, this 2, 0, this should be 1, 0, center should be on the perpendicular bisector, it should be some 1, k, and this distance should be half of the big radius. From that also you'll get the center and then the radius also. Okay, what is that they want? The radius of the circle touching, okay, they want only radius. Oh, radius, then I should do all these things. No, which question I'm doing? 14, sorry. The distance between the centers of the two circles. Okay. So there are two such circles, one on the top, one on the down. Okay. One will be like this down. Okay, this will be 2, minus 3, and this center will be 1, minus 3 by 2. This will be 1, 3 by 2. So the distance is 3 units. Okay. Anybody doubt about 15 or 16?
15, sir.
15, in the place of y, you write 4 by x. You will get a fourth degree equation. Okay. For that, you find sum of the roots and product of the roots.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt about 16? 17?
No,
No doubt. Okay. 18?
no, sir.
18 is directly IP question. You take root x plus 4 as a t or root tan. Okay, you'll get it. Okay, that's it. Everything is clear in this whole paper?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So, 8th one, what's the answer?
8th one, let me see. 8th one, ACD instead of B. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, more than one option also will not get any partial marks, sir.
Right now, we are not giving. Okay, in the future, we will give you. All right.
In main also it will not be there, sir. No, advanced.
Sir, mains there is no more than one question, first of all.
In advanced it will not be there, sir.
In advanced, last 2-3 years they were giving regularly, but earlier 1 year they were giving, 1 year they were not giving. Okay, it is not that it is compulsory rule that every time more than one other means they will give for sure partial mark. Okay,
Yes.
and if you are ready with without partial marking, I am sure with partial marking you will find it a little easier. Okay.
Yes, sir. Because so many marks I lost because of one option.
Yeah, that's correct. It's true. In more than one answer is very risky. That means I'm not saying you should not attempt it. When you do attempt, you should be completely clear about the whole. Then at least spend enough time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, it was an experience. All right. Thank you.